As we approach Memorial Day, we want to focus on those that have served our great nation as a member of the armed forces before making their impact as a pro and college football legend. And as an added bonus, we want to honor a player that left a promising career in the National Football League to join the U.S. Army, but unfortunately in the line of duty, lost his life making the ultimate sacrifice for our great nation. If you like this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss an episode of College Football Legends, where we cover the captivating and thought-provoking stories within the game of college football. So without further delay, let's jump into today's topic. We are all familiar with Kurt Warner's improbable rise from obscurity, working at his local grocery store stocking shelves, to winning a Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams and eventually being named to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Mike Anderson's journey to the National Football League is equally as inspirational and one of the more unlikely success stories in the game of pro and college football. Mike Anderson grew up in the suburb of Columbia, South Carolina, and unlike many of the people we cover in this channel, he was not a five-star recruit, he wasn't highly touted, and as a matter of fact, he didn't play a single down of organized football at the high school level. As a matter of fact, the closest he got to the high school gridiron was a member of the marching band as a drummer. After Mike Anderson graduated from high school, he joined the United States Marine Corps as a member of the 11th Artillery Battalion, and he held the rank of Lance Corporal. During his time in the U.S. Marines, he served in multiple peacekeeping missions in Kenya and Somalia. He was introduced to the game of football while being stationed at Camp Pendleton, which hosts a full contact league. Now, the level and talent in this particular league range from former college athletes in their 20s to men even in their 40s and late 50s that would suit up for this program. The physical demands of being in the United States Marines really developed Mike Anderson's body over the years, and he transformed into a dominant 6', 235-pound running back, and he was one of the most feared ball carriers in this league. Some of the most decorated combat veterans who risked their lives to protect our nation admitted that they did not want to tackle Mike Anderson every time he carried the football. Mike Anderson's dominance as a ball carrier made him a legend around the Marine Corps barracks, and it drew the attention of a local junior college coach, who himself was a former Marine. At the conclusion of his military service, he was convinced to play football at Mount St. Jacinto Junior College. His dominance as a ball carrier in the junior college ranks earned him a scholarship at the University of Utah, where he averaged 100 yards per game over a two-season span, and he was named to the Mountain West All-Conference team. Despite his success as a ball carrier, he was overlooked by a lot of NFL scouts. Now, this is for a multitude of reasons. As a 26-year-old rookie, coming from a smaller college out of the University of Utah, he wasn't exactly the ideal draft prospect. He was drafted late in the 6th round by the Denver Broncos, with his best chance of actually making the roster was to contribute on special teams. But his fate would have it, veteran running back Alandis Gary, along with All-Pro and future Hall of Fame running back Terrell Davis, went down with season-ending injuries right before opening kickoff in the 2000 season. Weeks before opening kickoff, and the Broncos were unable to sign an adequate replacement, Mike Anderson was surprisingly thrusted into the starting lineup, and did he ever make the most of his opportunity? As a 26-year-old rookie, he rushed for over 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns, and he was selected as the Offensive Rookie of the Year. To give some context, the 2000 NFL draft class was loaded with talent on the offensive side of the ball. For example, running backs Jamal Lewis, Sean Alexander, and the former Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne was a part of this class. And let's not forget about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Tom Brady being drafted in the 6th round as well. Mike Anderson stood above all of them as one of the most productive running backs in this class. After that improbable season, he was unable to replicate that type of success with the Denver Broncos, mostly attributed to multiple injuries. After sitting out for the entire 2004 season, he did have a resurgence, posting an 1,000-yard performance with the Baltimore Ravens. Unfortunately, his career was cut short, and he was definitely a story of what could have been. And I truly believe if he had stayed healthy, he would have been one of the greatest running backs in Denver Broncos history. However, for a guy who started his career in the marching band in the United States Marine Corps, I still think he was a successful football player. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of College Football Legends. Personally, I really enjoyed making this particular video as my way of honoring our veterans and those that made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Please tell me your thoughts about this particular topic in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel where you'll never miss an episode of College Football Legends. Until next time.